Hey, what's up, everybody? It's One Key, and tonight I'm gonna do a short little rant on how I think that only a few teams, in all reality, I would say no team in North America, I think has really embraced the whole two extra band system and what this really means to me, what I think it should mean, how coaches should really be approaching it. But I feel like the bottom teams are the ones that really need to kind of wake up with these extra two bands and use them to their favor. All right. So before I get into that, first off, I'd like to say sorry. Um, I started this channel right in the middle of Worlds. Probably wasn't a good idea. Um, had a lot of energy when I was going into it, and because about 2 weeks later, it was the off season, I really had nothing new to create, nothing new that I could do. And because of that, because there was nothing new that I could create, um, I kind of focused on other things, focused on the real world, and lost a lot of interest. And I didn't think much about doing new stuff until about a week ago when I was like, holy crud, I really need to get back on the ball with this. This is something I really want to do, and I'm kind of letting myself down. I know a lot of people don't watch it. I'm trying to change all that with this new year type of thing. Um, but this is going to be probably the start of where things start taking off. Hopefully. So without final ado, let's get into my nice little rant for today. And it's, if you couldn't have guessed it, it's going to be how I feel that none of the teams in really North America, and I'm gonna just talk about North America, have kind of, I feel, have failed to pick up this whole 10 band system. So first off, let me find it. I should have been a little bit more prepared, but that's all my fault. Ooh, that is bright. There we go. Sorry, dealing with new setup. So I want to just take a look. Wish I could look. What? How many are there? Okay. All right. So right now, as it stands. So right now, as it stands, there's 134 champions in League of Legends, and I'm very disappointed in that. And it's not because there is a lack of amount of champions. It's because out of that 134, we have only seen a handful. Now I will give it to North America. Um, I will give it not just North America, but to every region that because of the whole 10 band system, we have seen a higher number of champions, but we have just started settling into this tier list, and very rarely um, do we get to see a new champion. I mean, we finally got to see Ziggs ADC in North America, but that was just because of necessity. That wasn't, oh, we're gonna pick it because we're gonna pick it. That was, oh, this is all banned out, and there's not really a counter except for kind of Ziggs, and we gotta have to pick it, and it didn't win. It didn't win. Ooh, it didn't win because it didn't get picked to win. It got picked as a kind of counter necessity. See what I mean? We're getting outside the box picks as kind of counters, soft, whatever you want to call it, soft counters, out of a necessity to pick against these top tiers. And that's wherein lies my problem when I look at this. In that we are still having a quote unquote meta. What I mean by meta is if you've been watching the LCS, we still have, they consider S tier top laner, junglers, mid laners, ADCs, and supports A, B, and then after that, that's what they consider. So we're still getting we're still getting rankings, a tier system of what champion is better than what. But I feel that if someone wants to make a big statement, a bold statement, and one that will work, they need to look at this tier list and they need to go, okay, Shen Top is S tier, and so is Maokai, and all these other things. And then they need to go, screw that, and burn it. Throw it out the window. Something. Do something with it. What they need to do is they need to bring back what I call a I'm calling it a detailed composition because technically every team of 5 is a comp, like the double marksman comp, single marksman comp, double AP comp, but those aren't real comps. They're just, you kind of slap a title on what the team looks like. What I'm calling a comp is what we saw back with Wild Turtle in 2014 with TSM, and a lot of people are going to know it as what they called the Deathball Tristana comp. That to me is what you call a comp, not this double marksman, carry top laner. No. What I consider a comp is when you can actually put a name to it. And putting double marksman, carry top lane isn't a name. I'm talking like there needs to be like something that's like, yep, I know exactly what that comp's going to be. Like double marksman, ooh, I know what that's going to be. But you really don't anymore. You did pre-Last Worlds where you had a marksman in the mid lane and a marksman down bot, but now you can have 2 marksmen in the bot lane with Misfortune support. I mean, carry top lane, ooh, we're not going to have a tank. Deathball Tristana. Let's think about this comp. It is a comp that has Tristana in the bottom lane, with most likely Karma. Why is that? Why is that, you say? Because Karma comes with shields and a heal. Well, no. Shields, movement, and things to protect her Tristana. So a Deathball Tristana comp comes with a Tristana in the bot lane. Yeah, over here. This lane right here. Tristana in the bot lane with a support that's not a tank. Most likely it's a mage that isn't like a Malzahar or an Annie or a Brand. It's gonna be like Nami with her nice little W, I think it is, or it's her E, the one that helps her do things. But she also has heal, things like that. A Karma which has shields, because you're trying to. This comp is all about making your Tristana this ball of death that just runs through the enemy team. Okay? Other than that, you can do Soraka. Janna's a good one because Janna's got a shield that also increases attack damage. So probably your top support is going to be Karma, and then Nami with Janna, and then probably after that another major one is gonna be Soraka. All right, and then in the mid lane, Deathball. I mean, the only time we've seen Deathball Tristana is with Orianna in the mid lane, which you can now do, people. You can do it. Okay, Orianna's always been a closet pick / pocket pick, whatever you want to call. All right, she's always been there. Doesn't matter. She's still in the meta. Whatever. Okay. Your jungle. Now this to me can be a toss-up. I think right now you could probably run Nidalee for the heals because you want a jungler that can either A, keep your Tristana healthy and safe, can keep your Tristana healthy, or you want a jungler that can keep them safe. So you want a jungler that can either peel or can help your Tristana stay that cushy little death ball. So Nidalee, because she's got the heal with the attack speed, or you can go Rek'Sai or Olaf, because he can peel into the backline and nullify CC. And then right now, I would say with what's going on right now, your current top laner would most likely be Shen, because he has the taunt, the peel. He also has the Stand United, and the no hit zone, which is amazing. I think would be amazing right now with the Death Ball Tristana comp. So that's what I'm talking about comp wise, is that I feel like we need to start seeing more things like that, like Death Ball Tristana. Um, I've seen other comps that people have thrown together on like YouTube and stuff, but I think they can be done. Like that's the funny part. These comps I think now can be done. Um, I know normally a lot of people look at them as jokes, but I don't think you need to look at them as jokes anymore. I think they need to be looked at with actually a shade of light that means with a shade of seriousness. Like I think we need to see Deathball Tristana come back. And you might be saying, "Well, Tristana is not a top tier ADC." You want to know what you do about that now? You throw 3 bans in the ADC. You throw your first 3 bans at the ADC position. Oh my god. It's like I'm a genius. Okay, no, I'm not. But I mean, you now have 5 bans total. 5 bans total. What you do is you throw your 3 bans at the ADC. You get rid of that Jhin. Get rid of that pesky little Pokey Poke Jhin. Get rid of that Pokey Poke Varus. And then you throw one at either Caitlyn, which you don't really need to because Tristana can jump over traps and they reset on kills. So you jump over, death ball, kill, jump out. Okay, you see what I mean? Jump in, jump out. Jump in, jump out. Alright? Or you throw the 3rd ban at like Miss Fortune because you don't want to see Miss Fortune like support or something. Like you could throw your first 2 bans at the Jhin and the Varus. Oh, and you want to know the funny thing? No one's gonna see that coming because they're gonna be like, oh, they banned the Jhin. Well, then they're gonna want the Varus. And if you're on blue side, they're gonna be like, oh, they're gonna first pick the Varus, and then you're gonna ban the Varus, and they're gonna be like, wait, what? Hold on a second. I don't understand what he did here. Why? Why is this? Now, I will have to say things like Death Crawl Tristana, you're going to have to worry about like more assassin-based picks now, because when she was prevalent, assassins weren't all that great in the jungle, but you can work your way around that. Keep always the support with her, or the support in the mid, or something. Always, because you're focused around this little tiny Yordle. This little tiny Yordle. Okay? Because you're focused around it, alright? You're gonna be there's never gonna be isolation damage unless she's by herself. And even if she is, the second a Kha'Zix bumps up her Rengar, you just ult them away. What is that? Buster shot. Boom. And then when it comes to objectives, she's the original Ziggs. What? What? Who said that? She's the original Ziggs. Her explosive shot attaches to turrets. Now, it doesn't one-hit kill turrets at like 25%, but still, original turret destroyer. See, that's what I'm talking about. Now, you may be saying, well, there's only one. Okay, that's one comp. What about another one? Let's think about it. Let's think. A circle. I've been playing with this idea for a bit. It's a wee bit loony. But get this. I feel like no North America team could ever pull off this comp. But I am calling it the circle comp. Or the come together all over me comp. Yeah, that's right. Beatles reference. Um, basically, you all sit in a brush, and majority of the teams all have circle ultimates. So what does that mean? Oh, let's see. We have Ivern. Ivern is a master at stealing the jungle. Who was that beforehand? One key? I have no clue. It was Nunu, and he does it better because he can do it to neutral monsters. Well, epic monsters. Sorry, not neutral. He can do his combo on the dragon and Baron. Now, yes, the whole smite passive thing with Ivern is amazing. I love it. I don't play it as much as I should, but meh. But just just think about that. What what if we had a Nunu in the jungle? Stealing stuff. What if you did that to counter Ivern? I have no clue. I mean, I'm surprised that really hasn't gotten played. But you have a Nunu in the jungle, and then you know what? You throw a Galio in the top lane. You throw a Galio in the top lane. Oh, what? You don't like Galio? Then what do? You throw a Karthus. But one key, Karthus doesn't have a circle ult. Oh, but he has a circle E, or is it his W? I don't remember. Played Karthus in forever and I haven't seen him in forever. But he also has a global ultimate. Which, if everyone's near him, kind of in the circle. Who cares? Okay. And then you throw Katarina in the mid lane. Meta pick. Whoa. Because of her ultimate. Whoa. See, that's when I would throw. I'd do Galio in the top lane. Because you pop his ult, and then everybody's focused on him. You pop his ult and Nunu's right after. So you pop Galio's first in the middle of a team fight when everybody's grouped up. Then Nunu, Katarina's. I have no clue what's going on anymore. This man is insane. And then what you do is you go forsake. You don't. You go. Okay, so it's Galio, top lane. Nunu jungle. Katarina mid. And then down in the ADC position, you have Senor Ziggs with the nuclear bomb of death. And then to make sure you still have AD, because so far this is nothing but AP, which, is gonna hurt once they build some MR. But, Abyssal Scepters everywhere. If you know what I mean. I mean, some of these comps are just ridiculous, but I'm just saying, like, this is a comp that actually would probably surprise somebody. Surprise another team, it might actually win. Especially in a best 2 out of 3. You throw that in there, like game 2, when you have blue side after you've lost game 1, like, boom, through the doors wide open. Let me finish up. Support pick Misfortune. Oh, she doesn't have a circle ult? Oh, she has a circle slow zone. She also has an ult that's a cone that if they're just all focused on Galio, or 3 out of the 4 are focused on Galio, yeah, she still tags them. Okay, you see what I mean here, people? It's all about, I think we are missing the key factor of what these extra 2 bans per side equal, and that is we need to take the meta, shred it, just shred it, light it on fire, throw it in a garbage dispenser, I don't care, do something, get rid of it, and you start thinking about terms of comps. Alright, guys? So, I know that was quick, I know it was dirty, I know it was loony, but that's all I got for tonight. Alright, guys? So, if you like my weird comps, give it a thumbs up. If you hate them, give them a thumbs down. Leave something in the comments for me. This is the first of many weird after work posts that I'm gonna post about League. Alright, so I'll see you guys later. This is 1Key. Peace.